6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines: 20 people were martyred in an explosion in Hazarganji area of Quetta today. The Prime Minister says development of Balochistan is the top priority of the government, which is evident from enhanced share of the province in CPAC projects. The Finance Minister, in his interaction with the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank officials in Washington, informed them about the measures being taken by Pakistan to check money laundering. Launching the guidelines for the implementation of United Nations Security Council 1267 sanctions in Islamabad today, the Foreign Secretary said Pakistan has managed to turn the tide in the fight against terrorism with no parallels. The Hurriyat leaders Sayyid Ali Gilani and Mirwais Umar Farooq have said India is using its investigating agencies as a weapon of war to suppress the Kashmiri people. Sudan's ruling military council says the country will have a civilian government within 2 years. And now the news in detail. 20 people were martyred and 48 others injured in an explosion in Hazarganji area of Quetta this morning. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, while condemning the Quetta bomb blast, expressed sorrow and grief over the loss of precious lives in the incident. In a statement in Islamabad today, he said such acts of terror further strengthen the nation's resolve to eradicate the remnants of the terrorists. Deploring the loss of precious lives in the despicable incident, Prime Minister Imran Khan directed to provide best possible medical treatment to the injured. He also sought an inquiry report into the incident. Meanwhile, the Balochistan Chief Minister Mir Jam Kamal Khan has directed the law enforcement agencies to further strengthen security arrangements across the province, including Quetta. In a statement in Quetta today, he directed the Inspector General Police Balochistan to protect the life and property of the people. The Home Minister Balochistan Mir Ziaullah Langu, in a press conference in Quetta today, said anti-Pakistan elements want to create law and order problems in the province. In a statement condemning the Quetta blast, the Information Minister Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said the terrorists want to target the process of progress and prosperity by harming the peace in the country. He said the valiant people of Pakistan have been boldly facing the menace of terrorism, and time is not far when the terrorists will completely be eliminated from the country. A high-level meeting was held in Quetta today to review the law and order situation in Balochistan with the Chief Minister Mir Jam Kamal Khan in the chair. The Deputy Inspector General Police briefed the meeting about the Hazarganji bomb blast incident. The meeting took several decisions to further improve the law and order in the province. The meeting also decided to take stern action against terrorists and to destroy their hideouts in the province. The participants of the meeting expressed sympathy with the bereaved families and announced compensation amount for them. Besides, government will also provide all medical facilities to the injured people. The meeting decided to install closed-circuit television cameras in Hazarganji and other public places. Prime Minister Imran Khan says development and reconstruction of Balochistan is the top priority of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government, which is evident from the province's enhanced share in the China-Pakistan economic corridor. Talking to the President, PTI's Balochistan chapter, Sardar Yar Mohammad Rind, in Islamabad today, he said the federal government will fully cooperate for the resolution of problems being faced by the people of Balochistan. During the meeting, views were also exchanged regarding matters relating to Balochistan, construction of dams, and progress on Kachi Canal project. The President Asian Development Bank, Takehiko Nakao, has appreciated the reforms process in Pakistan and assured to continue support of the bank. He was talking to the Finance Minister Asad Umar in Washington. The two sides also discussed continuation of Pakistan's ongoing engagement with the Asian Development Bank. The Finance Minister apprised the President of the Asian Development Bank of the current macroeconomic situation in the country. Earlier, the finance minister reviewed the World Bank's Pakistan portfolio during a meeting with the World Bank team led by its vice president for South Asia, Hartwig Scheffer. They discussed the pipeline projects as well as the sectors where the World Bank could further scale up its interventions in Pakistan. The finance minister also held a meeting with the team of the World Bank's Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, led by its chief operating officer, Vijay Iyer. On the sidelines of the finance minister's meetings during the IMF World Bank spring meetings in Washington, D.C., the finance minister met the American Treasury Secretary. He apprised them about the macroeconomic situation in the country, the reform efforts, as well as measures being taken to strengthen the anti-money laundering legal and enforcement framework. The finance minister also held a meeting with his Saudi counterpart, Mohammed Al-Jadaan. The Saudi finance minister apprised the finance minister Asad Umar of increasing growth momentum of Saudi economy and potential employment opportunities for Pakistani construction workers in Saudi Arabia. This is Radio Pakistan. Guidelines for the implementation of the United Nations Security Council 1267 sanctions were launched at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Islamabad today. Speaking at the launching ceremony, the Foreign Secretary Tehmina Janjua said Pakistan has managed to turn the tide in the fight against terrorism, for which there are no parallels. She said it is important to further consolidate these gains through full implementation of the National Action Plan. The Foreign Secretary said Pakistan also has to be mindful of fulfilling its international legal obligations, including the implementation of the United Nations Security Council sanctions, which have been adopted under Chapter 7 of the United Nations Charter. She expressed the hope that the guidelines will assist all the stakeholders in better discharging their responsibilities for the effective implementation of the United Nations sanctions. 4 major generals of the Pakistan Army have been promoted to the rank of Lieutenant General. According to ISPR, those who have been promoted include Major General Sahir Shamshad Mirza, Major General Noman Mahmood, Major General Azhar Abbas, and Major General Faiz Hamid. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has expressed confidence that the youth of the country will also make their contributions for socio-economic uplift and to realize the dream of Naya and Better Pakistan. He was addressing the 8th convocation of the Air University in Islamabad today. Dr. Arif Alvi said Pakistan is ready to march on the path of development after successfully passing through testing times. The President said the recent skirmish with India and the way Pakistan hosted millions of refugees speak volumes of the strength of the country. The President said nobody can stop us now to build a new Pakistan. He, however, noted that uplifting the deprived and poor segments of the society is imperative for the overall development of the country. In occupied Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference Chairman Sayyid Ali Gilani and the Chairman Hurriyat Forum Mirwais Omar Farooq have said India is using its investigating agencies as a weapon of war to suppress the Kashmiri people in general and the Hurriyat leaders and activists in particular. According to Kashmir Media Service, Sayyid Ali Gilani, in a statement in Srinagar today, strongly condemned the notice issued by India's Enforcement Directorate to minor daughters of the illegally detained senior APHC leader Shabir Ahmed Shah, the arrest of Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front Chairman Mohammad Yasin Malik by National Investigation Agency and shifting him to New Delhi's Tihar jail, repeated questioning and quizzing of Mirwais Omar Farooq, and shifting of leaders of Jamaat Islami and other religious organizations to jails outside the valley. Meanwhile, the Hurriyat leaders in the statement strongly condemned the killing of a 7th-class student, Awais Ahmed Mir, by the Indian troops at Mandigam in Kupwara. Iran has warned the United States that it will forcefully retaliate any moves by the American military against the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps. Iran's envoy to the United Kingdom, Hamid Bedi Jinad, told an American news channel that American military forces in the Persian Gulf region are in a volatile situation, and it will not be wise if they decided to take action against the Iranian elite force. He said any move by the United States to counter the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps would be forcefully retaliated on the ground. In Sudan, the ruling military council today promised that the country will have a new civilian government in the country. The council, which is now running Sudan under Defense Minister Mohammed Ahmed Awad Ibn Auf, said it expects a pre-election transition period. It announced yesterday to last 2 years at most, of much less if the chaos can be avoided. And now cricket. In the final of the Pakistan Cricket Cup against Balochistan in Rawalpindi, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has set a victory target of 308 runs. Earlier, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa won the toss and elected to bat. And finally, the weather. Dust, thunderstorm rain with gusty winds is expected at scattered places in Islamabad, Rawalpindi, Sargodha, Malakand, Hazara, Peshawar, Kohad, Mardan, Bannu, Dera Ismail Khan, Quetta, Yob, Kalat, Makran divisions, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir. However, hot and dry weather is likely to prevail elsewhere in the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also log on to our live video streaming of bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.